Nahida rerun. Okay, let's do our guide. She uses Catalyst as her weapon. Nahida is the Dendro Archon. Let's look at her abilities. Her normal attacks apply Dendro withstand at ICD. Her elemental ability can be used in two ways. When hold, it enters a 6-second cooldown, and you can mark to link all enemies in the vicinity. You gain interruption resistance during the time you hold the skill so you don't easily get knocked out of it. When tapped, it enters a 5-second cooldown and quickly marks nearby enemies. If you perform a reaction on any of the marked targets, all marked targets take damage from skill. You can trigger this damage every 2.5 seconds. Finally, the damage of your elemental skill is increased with Nahida's attack, Dendro damage and elemental mastery stats. Her passive is directly linked to our elemental skill. For every 200 points of elemental mastery, we gain bonus damage and crit rate. We gain a maximum of 80% bonus damage and 24% bonus crit rate. And as for her burst, when used, it provides extra buffs to your elemental skill according to the elemental type of the characters in your team. Pyro provides extra damage. Electro reduces reaction cooldown. Hydro extends the duration of your burst ability. Finally, her burst grants elemental mastery to unfield character up to 25% of the elemental mastery of the character with the highest elemental mastery among the characters in your team thanks to its first passive feature, giving a maximum of 250 elemental mastery. Artifacts. The best option IMO is 4 pieces, Deepwood Memories. 2-piece bonus gives the character a 15% Dendro damage bonus. 4-piece bonus reduces the Dendro resistance by 30% when our elemental skill or burst deals damage to enemies. Sands, Elemental Mastery. Goblet, Elemental Mastery. Circlet, Elemental Mastery. Substats, crit rate or crit damage, but if you want to use Nahida as an on-field DPS. Goblet, Dendro damage bonus. Circlet, crit rate or crit damage. Let's look at her constellations. Cons 1. Even if there is no Pyro, Hydro, Electro character on your team, your burst works as if you have at least one. Cons 2. It's the most important constellation of hers that should definitely be taken. After an enemy is affected by Quicken, Aggravate, Spread, their def is decreased by 30% for 8 seconds. Also, Burning, Bloom, Hyperloom and Burgeon reactions can now crit. Crit rate and crit damage are fixed at 20% and 100% respectively. So in general, the Constellation 2 is very important. Cons 3. Increases the level of elemental skill by 3. Cons 4. You gain extra elemental mastery per marked target, up to a maximum of 4 targets. Cons 5. Increases the level of elemental burst by 3. Cons 6. Burst allows you to deal extra damage to all targets marked with your elemental ability after using it. Team suggestions. She can be implemented to a lot of teams, but I would recommend one team the most. Hyperbloom team. It's free to play friendly and a very strong team. Nahida, Shinchio, Kuki Shinobu, Dendro or Hydro character can be used as the last option. And I'd play Nahida as on-field DPS with another team. Nahida, Shinchio, Kuki Yelan. We come to the end of our guide. Thanks for watching. To support me, don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Hope to see you in the next video.